If you're a part of my collective membership, you already know that I did this yesterday. I got on stage, got my question answered, and it was magical. For everybody else, this is my third time seeing Esther and Abraham Hicks live, and it is also the third time that I was called on stage to ask a question. It was really interesting because with all the different people going up there and asking their questions, there was a very resounding theme that really seemed to resonate with everybody. And I was the third person on my third time. The third person called to ask my question. And I'm gonna play the video for you after, but the answer was so beautiful. This is all about their resistance energy, right? I have so many things I wanna do, the opportunity is there, and I can't get myself to always move in that direction. So what causes that? And the answer I received from Abraham was absolutely beautiful. So take a listen. Let me know in the comments what you think. I will be uploading soon my question that I had the second time I went and the first time I went. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so this has been perfect so far because we're right on target with where my question is.
We did it all for you.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
It is timing, isn't it?
I believe it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have things I'm pointing at. I have 2 businesses that that I juggle. I'm in between homes, but the destination, it feels like, I don't want to call it, it's not procrastination. It feels like there is this, I wake up and I'm like, today I need to accomplish this because I have people that are waiting for my service. I have people that are waiting for something, for that to come in. And there is this insane resistance to do everything and anything except that thing. I just can't get myself to do that thing that's going to take me to the next opportunity level.
We're going to give you something really. Did you follow what she means? So everyone has that to smaller and larger degrees, but this is really going to help you. Satisfaction comes from only one place, having a desire or an intention and moving in the direction of it. So doesn't it follow that dissatisfaction comes from having a desire or an intention and moving in opposition to it? Mm-hmm. So when you know that you want something, but you feel that you're being distracted from it by having to do something, you are setting yourself up for unnecessary resistance. In other words, so this is what we want you to hear. You put it in your vortex, and the laws of the universe are working on it, and your inner being and that cadre of non-physical energy that hangs around with your inner being, all focused upon what you want. Everything is being brought into view. Your work is to stay satisfied. So this is an example of thinking too much. Don't want to do that, I want to do that, I don't want to do that, I want to do that, I don't want to do that. Well, doing that is staying happy, and feeling resistant about what you're doing is not putting you in the only place that you need to be. So what you're actually saying is, the stuff I have to do then, Abraham, I hear you, is keeping me from getting what I want. And we say, that's right, but not in the way you think. It's keeping you from getting what you want because you're ornery and pushing against, and you're not in the receiving mode, so that you're not receiving the inspiration about what to do. It takes far less action than any of you believe to bring about the things that you want. And so we know, Esther remembers being a kid walking around her little town, and she just could not walk fast enough. She walked nearly everywhere that she went, especially as a kid, and later had a big old clunky bicycle. Nothing ever moved fast enough. She would find herself so dissatisfied, and sometimes that's how you feel. It's like, I want to get there faster than I am, or I want to only do that, I don't want to do any of these things. But what you want to remind yourself is that how you feel all the time is a big part of how things are, how you're letting things in, when you're letting things in, and how quickly you're letting what you want in. And so make a decision that you're going to do it and feel good, or don't do it. In other words, this is the way we would line it up if we were standing in your physical shoes. I would do what feels good, and I would not do what feels bad. So let's say there's something I really don't want to do. I really don't want to go to work. Then don't go. Then don't go. Or get feeling good about it before you go. Look for the easy existing matches in it, so that it's not something that has resistance that you're compounding with your words and pushing against. There's so many, variety is really a wonderful thing. And the thing is, so often your inner being is so focused upon what you want, and the laws of attraction are so fluid and powerful. And there is so much of what you want in places that you haven't even imagined that it would be, that when you're really tuned to feeling good, some of what you really want will come out of those places that you said you didn't even want to go. Esther never, ever, 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 ever wanted to walk down 23 flights of stairs. People who hang around with her know she's always looking for the elevator. But she's glad to know she could. She's glad to know it didn't kill her. Hardly, almost. There are things about that she feels good about. She actually has wondered, what if the power goes off in the building and I need to get in the car and off to the airport? Now she knows she doesn't have to miss her flight. She does not have to miss her flight. But she's wondered about that. And so it's like, not just make the best of things. It's more than that. It's know that there is value in lots of places that you aren't looking, and that when you feel good, you'll be inspired to look for the value, and you'll find it in surprising places. It's like trusting the laws of the universe. It's more than that. It's trusting your inner being who knows where you are in relationship to everything that you want. Someone asked a question the other day. Abraham, I heard you say on a recording that I was listening to on YouTube that sometimes your inner being takes you to things that you don't want in order to get you to things that you do want. And we said we didn't say exactly that. But there are avenues that you're always being called to your path of least resistance. So no matter where you are, your inner being is still calling you. And sometimes you've got enough resistance that what you hear is different than if you had no resistance, but still your inner being is always calling you toward what you want. So if you could have an attitude, and we really mean this, if your attitude, if your belief, if your practice thought, if you believe it if you practice it until you really know it, until it's really solid within you, to a vibrational set point, everything that I do is of advantage to me. Every single thing I do. I was born into contrast for a big, important reason. And living some contrast has to have some value too. Because you're constantly amending your desires, amending them, adding to them, adding to them, adding to them. And so, if you really know that everything that you're asking for is already vibrationally done, friends say, then put it in my bank, take it out of the vortex and put it in my bank. And we say, it's a vibrational asset that is yours. And if you can anticipate it rather than worry about it, it's yours sooner. If you can believe it instead of doubt it, then it's yours sure. And so the comparison that you're making, if it doesn't feel good, is working against you. That's all you have to know. Helpful?
Yes, thank you.
So now what? Where did that leave you?
What do you mean, where did it leave you?
Where did it leave you in terms of what you were talking about? In other words,
Well, it's interesting because
because you were talking about these things that you feel like you have to do that maybe you don't want to do. So now, what's your thought about that?
Give myself more grace. Allow myself, if I don't want to do it today, don't do it.
For sure. But what else?
But the whole advantage thing is fantastic because everything I do is for my advantage. I'm paraphrasing, but I think it was something like that.
Yeah, that's good.
And so I think staying in that mindset is going to help me shift those moments where I'm like, oh, there's that resistance. I think it's going to help shift that resistance, no?
And then add layer over the top of all of this, things are always working out for me.
Things are always
Esther had these cards printed that you can put on the dash of your car. Can't read it when you look at it, it's backwards, but when it reflects back on the windshield, it says, things are always working out for me. And the printer, for some reason, either misunderstood, actually changed the graphic, maybe to make it fit better or be more, look better on the card, things always work out for me.
Everything is always.
And when we were seeing the cards, we said to Esther, that is not the meaning. R puts it in future tense. Things always work out for me. The R puts it in present tense. When things will work out for me or things work out for me, it's not as emphatic as right now, this red hot minute while I'm walking down 23 flights of stairs. Things are working out for me. Now, it's hard to accept that in that moment, and even harder the next morning when you try to get out of bed. But things are always working out for you.
Thank you so much.
Because your inner being knows. Your inner being knows what you want. Your inner being knows what things will cause you to lift the stick. And your inner being knows what's on the other end of that stick. So you're being inspired to lift up all kinds of sticks in order to add emphasis to the things that you really want. You're building your vortex all day, every day. Ooh, step one, building the vortex. Getting stronger every day. Really good conversation.
Thank you so much.
Yes.